Capricorn, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. So we're going to do a Celtic cross for you today. Keep in mind that you do not have to have Capricorn in just your sun, moon, rising, or your Venus. You can have any planet placement. And if you don't have any placements in Capricorn, you do have a house that occupies it. Okay? All right. Keep in mind that take what resonates, throw out what doesn't. What is going on for Capricorn? And you may hear a noise. I have my dryer going and I have my window open because I have sage going. So just FYI. All right. One more. What is going on for Capricorn? Ooh. Current self. We've got the Fool. Uh-oh, challenging you. We've got the Six of Wands. Okay, what's the root? Pluto, Death card, Scorpio. All right, recent past, South Node. Okay, higher self. We've got the Empress, feminine energy. Uh-oh, okay. Near future. We've got the reunion soul ties. What about you? Okay, we've got the manifest Ace of Earth. Oh, around you. We've got closed off, guarded, Seven of Wands, hopes and fears. We've got the autumn card. Okay, and outcome. We have Eight of Wands, Mercury, communication. Whoa, Capricorn, you got a lot going on here. So currently it looks like you're ready for a whole new beginning. Okay, you're ready to step into a new journey, right? You're ready to be free. And as you can see, she's like, let's go, you know, whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying because there's a feminine on the card, but you're feeling good. You want to go a new route. You're ready to take a leap. You're ready to feel free. Great. What's challenging you is the Six of Wands. So this is very much about ego. It's pride, you know, it can be about vanity. It's you know, can be successful too. But I feel like maybe you're maybe what's challenging you is pride, ego, yeah, but maybe there's like some status quo going on here, right? The root, we've got Pluto. This is the death card. This is about letting go. This is endings, right? Having an ending so you can have a new beginning. So the whole root is there's an ending here, okay? In your recent past, we've got the South Node. So this is very much about being in your comfort zone. Note to self, we do have the nodes getting ready to change here at the end of July. So we're currently North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo. We're switching to North Node Aquarius, South Node Leo. Six of Wands is Leo energy. So, you know, you, while maybe wanting a new beginning, a new journey, want to get free, something in your recent past, maybe you realized you were very much stuck in your comfort zone. And that's something that you realized. Your higher self, we've got the Empress energy. So it's the feminine energy. Your higher self is becoming more intuitive. You're becoming more magnetic. So it's like you're listening to your higher self, maybe putting more nurturing and caring into yourself. You could also be a little, busy. Maybe your higher self wants to create more things. The Empress does that as well. She's busy, the busiest or most productive card of tarot deck. In the immediate future coming up, we've got reunion. So there could be a past life person, maybe somebody that you were breaking free from. Maybe they're going to pop back up. We are in retrograde, Mercury retrograde. And that's funny because that's your card for the outcome in Cancer. So it is very much people are slowing down. They're feeling a little more emotional. They're feeling a little bit more loving these days. So there could be somebody still maybe reminiscing about you. Currently, you're Ace of Earth. You're in a manifestation mode right now. You're ready to, like I said, the Empress, you're ready to create, get busy, start doing something. You're breaking free, you're taking a new path. So maybe love is not quite on your mind. I don't know. We'll look a little closer and see. Around you, so there could have been somebody who was guarded in the past. This is very much the wounded warrior card. So they may have been, like I said, guarded, a little closed off, maybe a little stuck in their pride. And so a little cold. And now, okay, we're in Mercury retrograde. Maybe that's changing, right? With this reunion card. Maybe they're learning that they were a little closed off to you in the past. Now, your hopes and fears, we've got the autumn card. So your hope is to start over, to be the Fool, take a new path. And your fear is maybe you're not 100% over the past. Okay. The outcome, we've got the Mercury. So this is the Eight of Wands. This is communication. It's, travel, messages, communication starting up, texts start coming in, phone calls, that type thing. Or you could just simply, be on your way traveling towards what it is you want to do. Or it could also be you possibly having some communication with this person that was closed off. So let's dig in another layer deeper. And actually, I'm going to pause you for 1 second. I do have my dog out on the deck. However, I am upstairs on the other side of the house, and I usually do not leave him out without watching him. But here lately, I'm giving him some time to enjoy the weather, but I'm also trying to keep my schedule moving as well. So I'm going to pause you for 1 quick second because I do want to check on him. Thank you, Capricorn. I am back. And yes, he is here in the room with us. So he did want to come in for a few. Glad I paused. All right. So we're going to dig in a layer deeper and see what's going on. All right. So let's start off with this new beginning, being the Fool. Being the Fool once again, getting out, opening up. New venture. What's this? Tell me more. For Capricorn, please. And this is also the card for Uranus. So we currently do have Gemini in Uranus. So there are changes happening, sudden changes. So maybe this was a sudden thing for you that you wanted to break free from whoever this was or whatever. We'll find out. Okay. Oh, then, yeah, Two of Cups. All right, yep. It's about love. It's about a partnership. Two of Cups. What else? Yeah, Three of Cups. Yeah, looks like you are ready to get out and have some fun. Do a little exploring, getting venturous, meeting up with friends, going places. And yeah, Seven of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Cups, um very much you opening up to new offers in love, new friends, new maybe you want to do some traveling and maybe you have some projects you want to get into. You're, like I said, opening up yourself up to new partnerships, and that can be a combination of things, right? It just depends. Some of you, it's friends, it's new dating options, and then of course taking on new projects, right? Getting into new things. You want to get busy. So maybe you've been feeling a little too stuck, a little held down. I'm also getting too, and I know this is early in the reading, but I'm also getting that maybe this person you were with, maybe you were more there for their hopes and dreams, maybe helping to boost them up, and you were not focusing in on what it was you wanted to do. Okay. So tell me about this Six of Wands then, please. Oh, we had a King of Wands that literally flew out in the reverse. Is that who you're dealing with? Possibly a fire sign. Doesn't have to be. We're looking at Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, but they could have that strong energy. It's in the reverse, so that's not really good. That's somebody definitely in their ego. So are they challenging you, right? Because in the near future you got reunion. So are they getting a little demanding, maybe, with trying to get you back into their life? I can imagine that if you were there for them. Oh, you're their empress. Yeah. And remember, the feminine card came out, your higher self. Yes, you were stepping in to the empress, right? Being busy, manifesting, being intuitive. Yeah. Okay. You are their empress. Well, at least they realize that, right? Oh, Ten of Swords. This person's hurt. Whoa, they got some words to say, don't they? To you, the Empress, right? They are hurt. Definitely hurt. Caught up in their ego. And that's what's challenging you. So it's not that you're in your ego. You're dealing with somebody in their ego and they're in the reverse. Wow. Okay, let's go to this recent past. Ace of Swords. Yeah, you got clear that you were stuck in your comfort zone. And at one point, you were, for Pentacles, you were afraid to let go of this relationship. You kind of held on to it and you held back, but you realized you were doing that. It became clear to you that you were afraid to step out and do something new and break away from this person. Anything else? Yeah, that's the Wheel of Fortune. So I think you realize this person was very karmic, and if they're a King of Wands in the reverse, the way they're acting towards you, I would say yes, is very karmic. They stopped everything for you, or excuse me, they stopped everything you were capable of doing. They were holding you back. You realize that in the recent past it came to you. Now we just came through the Capricorn full moon. That was your moon. That may have been maybe when something started to come clear. You know, the full moons do clear up the illusions. They do bring truths out. All right, so maybe this person showed their rear a little bit, and that's where the challenge started to come in. Okay. Interesting. So let's go to Pluto, the death card, in basically the whole root. What is this? I think we know it's the ending, but let's see what comes out. The Knight of Cups. The Lovers. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, so the whole root of this whole situation is, you know, you're worried that you're gonna miss an opportunity to have real romance, true love in your life, a true lover. I think you feel there's more for you out there, and you want to get out and explore other partnerships to see, can I find my lover? I feel like they're out there. So you knew you need to, I don't know if you knew at one point, but yes, you're realizing this needs to be done, right? It's not getting you anywhere. It's Four of Pentacles holding you back, holding on to you tightly, especially being in the reverse. Okay, that's very demanding. They may even be doing, you know, fire is action. So they might be even taking actions, physical actions, to block you from moving on and creating an ending here. So whatever that might be that they're doing, and you're worried that you're going to miss if you stick around too long with the Wheel of Fortune stopped. You know, it's like your whole world stopped, right? Nothing was moving. There was no excitement. You weren't getting into anything you enjoyed. You weren't meeting new people. You weren't getting out and enjoying yourself. You felt very much trapped. And so, you know, in order to find that true love, to get that true romantic feeling with a lover, this has to end. But we're dealing with somebody who doesn't want it to end. So, all right, tell me about the immediate future here, please. What's going on with the immediate future with this reunion? Past life connection. This could be somebody completely new. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. That's this same person. It's gotta be. Give me one more. Seven of Wands. They realize that, they're trying to get logical, right? They're trying to get logical. They're trying to really analyze the situation. They're realizing that they want to protect the foundation that could be built financially, right? In the reverse, it's, oh boy, if I don't get this reunion, if I can't get Capricorn to come back into my life, I'm losing out on all of the stability that's been built. Or they're not going to be able to have that financial stability, right? Because as you, the Empress, remember, they viewed you as the Empress. Your higher self is telling you the Empress. That's a master manifester. That's a hustler, right? That's somebody who can make things happen. Everything they touch turns to gold because they embody all of the queens. So they know what to do, how to do it. They're unstoppable. And this person's realizing this. They're getting in their head and they're like, ooh, all right, maybe I need to rethink my approach towards Capricorn. And yeah, I kind of see this happening because, your hopes and fears when we get there is, you want to be able to start over in life, but you're a little worried that the past still might hold you back. So there still might be a little bit of a feeling there, right? Because let's see, Ace of Earth, these are you manifesting in new opportunities with all those cups. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, Queen of Cups. You want to be open to love. Like, there it is. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. Your mind is focused on bringing in new opportunities of love. That's it. You have love on your mind, Capricorn, which is interesting because Capricorn is all about work. However, I have a couple more signs to release, but we are in Chiron in Taurus, right? This is the preview. And Capricorn, right now for you, it's, did you lose your joy, your love, your excitement, being that playful child again, that you're previewing right now what you're going to want when Chiron settles in Taurus for the next 7 to 8 years. But that, right now, we're in the preview. So that just started. So between now and September 17th, 18th, that's what you're starting to realize that you need to work on. Okay, so you might want to watch the Capricorn video that I have out, which is Chiron in Taurus. So you'll see that. But check that out because that's exactly what I'm seeing. That's the mood you're sitting in right now is I want to be open. I want to be loving. I want to, have relationships, connections. It's not just about sitting back with work. I feel like this person, this, the King of Wands can also be an entrepreneur, right? They can have a business, want to start a business. And, maybe this connection you had was very much a a connection of financials, you know, maybe could be very good business partners, and they don't want to lose that, you know, but you're like, you know, Capricorn, you know, you have a tendency to focus your whole life on work, 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 making money. And it should be, you know, getting into work-life balance, getting your play back, having some fun, you know, maybe you are good at saving money, bringing in money, and you've been doing it for so long. Now, with all the planetary shifts, it's like, okay, Capricorn, don't you want love? You know, there's more to life than making the coin. And I think that's what you realize. You want opportunities of love, excitement, and joy. You know, that's where you're at. So I think this is your preview. And then Chiron will retrograde back into the sign of Aries until next April 2027. And then it settles in for that 7 to 8 year long haul of you getting a life, you know, not just about work. It's time for you to become that giddy, playful, you know, going out on dates and play dates. It doesn't even have to be just romantic. It's having play dates, going and travel, you know, exploring the world, opening up and enjoying life, enjoying the fruits of your labor. This person's worried about, this King of Wands in reverse is worried about losing the fruit of labor. They don't want that to end, you know. I think they're realizing that their coin, their stability, their maybe I just got it too. I just heard the connection to the resources, whatever that may be, shared bank account, you know, whatever that is. Anyway, maybe even a use of a nice home, you know, who knows? Everybody's going to be different. But for them right now, they're very much guarded, very defensive, right? Again, Seven of Wands is trying to protect what is considered to be theirs. And I think they're considering you to be very much their property. Okay. All right. So let's get a little bit more about this wounded warrior here. Six of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. This person, like I told you, you know, you share with them a lot of resources. You put a lot of your effort, your time, your energy always into helping this person with what their desires are. And, you know, they know that that's what it is. It's not so much that they're guarded and blocked. They're worried that you're not gonna share with them anymore. They're not gonna have that connection. They're gonna be in financial loss. They're gonna be, you know, having to move out of the house. They're the ones that are gonna be left in the cold. That's how they're currently feeling, which is why they're being so demanding and taking actions to block you from having that new exciting, you know, the new exciting life that you're about to leap into of freedom and excitement. And you're so excited about it. But this person's like, it's Pentacle. It's, you know, the 3D. It's the money. It's the bank accounts, the car. It's the house. You know, maybe you were the one who always cooked dinner, right? Maybe you were the one that always did the laundry. Maybe you did everything for this person and they just didn't appreciate it. And that's why you're like, man, I'm stuck doing everything for this person. What about me? That's the preview right now with Chiron being in Taurus. It's, what about you? I highly recommend you check out that video. As a matter of fact, I may put a link to it in the description box of this video for you to give you that's the astrology information video that will help you to understand what is happening with Chiron being in Taurus right now. And I think that's exactly what you're experiencing. Hopes and fears. So yeah, so this is around autumn time, maybe the past is done and you're actually able to start over, but there's still, there could be a fear that maybe the past isn't over. Maybe this person's got their claws in you pretty deep. Oh, all right. That was a quick one. Yeah, you hear Max over here growling. It doesn't like that. Two of Swords. Yes. That is very much you not seeing something here. Give me more. Stuck on a decision. Your head, stuck in your head. Yeah. Oh, I'm so afraid this person, the Emperor. That's masculine energy. Boss, stubborn. Give me one more on that. Ooh. Yeah, we had the Hanged Man fly out in reverse. They don't want you going out and getting a taste of what it would be like without them. But that's what's happening. It's like you're worried, okay, that if you might not be able to get out and explore and see new things because this person's actively, constantly doing actions into your life to keep you busy, tied to them, distracted, and it's very bossy. I don't like it. It's almost smothering. Like using their power in a negative way. And they don't want you to get another perspective of what life would be like without them. I think they know you're going to be very happy. And right now, you're afraid that whatever this person's doing can keep you caught up in your head. Let's go to the Mercury here. That's where things can speed up. Seven of Swords. The freaking Tower. The Three of Swords. Oh. Yeah. You, my friend, the outcome for you is going to be, I think you're going to realize this person's been lying to you. You're going to receive in the future, the outcome, the final for this is you're going to realize this person has been lying to you there is a third party that they have been hiding. This is it's gonna totally take you by surprise, because I don't think you realize that there's somebody else, because they're making sure their attention is on you right now. But there is going to be something that's said, you find out, somebody's going to say something to you, that this person, this King of Wands in the reverse, has been lying, and they've been hiding another person. Okay, so this leads me to believe the only reason this person is holding on to you is because of the financial foundation. So I don't want Capricorn to go out and get a taste of, what it would be like to get out and explore new love opportunities, because they'll definitely leave me out in the cold. Now, but this person is not only lying to you, they're lying to somebody else, is what they're doing. So let's switch decks real quick. Tell me about this third party. We're going to be fair and use a new deck. Tell me about this third party that is being hidden in the shadows. So they want the best of both worlds. They want the financial foundation you provide, but they also have something on the side. They just want to keep you right where you are. Like Capricorn, you're comfortable, aren't you? See, South Node, you're comfortable. Why would you want to go out and see what else is out there? Maybe because you might like it. And maybe you'll find somebody that's better than a nasty King of Wands in the reverse. The King of Wands in the reverse is also a cheater. Not only bossy, but they're using their sexual energy in the wrong way. And they're hiding it. So they're exploring. They're getting a whole new perspective of what's out there. But you, Capricorn, no, you're fine. You're fine. You don't need a taste. Well, what do they think is happening with Chiron and Taurus right now? You're getting sharp and clear and getting out and exploring. Tell me about this other person. Hell, it might be more than one person. I don't know. King of Swords. So it could be an air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. Five of Swords. More air. Ooh. The Hermit. Could be a Virgo. Doesn't have to be, but that's strong energy. Wow. They're being... This King of Wands is manipulating them. They know they're manipulating them. And they're not being truthful. And it could very much be a Virgo. So they're manipulating this person. Can we get more? The Tower. With this person getting the Tower and you getting the Tower, one of you two find out something. Either they contact you or you contact them, because you both ended up with the Tower. And this is the outcome, because I'm clarifying the Three of Swords. I knew there was a third party. So this happens. Both of you hit this Tower at the same time. Holy cow. And I don't know if you run into each other or out and about, or if somebody picks up the phone, somebody catches the line in this outcome and you both connect. And it's like, maybe it's you, because the Hermit is about getting enlightenment on a situation, or it could be them shining light on the situation, because maybe they already know about you and they've kept it quiet. The Hermit can be very withdrawn, quiet, and maybe they realize there's too much manipulation going on here, because maybe they realize this King of Wands is still trying to hold on to you, okay, because you're the Empress, and it upsets them. So they decide they're gonna throw a monkey wrench with the Tower, and they're gonna talk to you, and you both are gonna find out about how much lying and sneaking has been going on. Ooh. Anything else? Six of Pentacles again. Two of Wands. This just hit me. This person wants to share the both of you. This person, he, she, I don't know, you all put yourselves where you belong, wants both paths. They want Capricorn and they want this Hermit. They want to share. And I think that's what brings this to light, is because it's like this, you guys realize that this King of Wands isn't letting go of you and isn't letting go of whoever this Hermit is. And I feel like this external party busts the seal off the jar. They're going to bust the seal on it, because they realize this King of Wands isn't going to let go of you, and they don't want that. But this person wants to share both of you. Anybody in their right mind, if they're open to the sharing, great. But the Seven of Swords is here. So it was not openly discussed, hey, I'm going to hold on to Capricorn for XYZ, but you and I are still a thing. And whoever this Hermit person is probably like, I didn't know you still wanted to continue down whatever path you've been on, whatever that foundation is. I didn't realize that. You're trying to hold on. So this person is wanting their cake and eat it too. But you two didn't know that. You and this other person. But you're going to come together and it's going to happen. Okay. That's going to go over real well, isn't it? Let's get an emotional card. So that's what's happening here. Okay. Yeah. Everything is coming out in the open, and you're already wanting new love opportunities anyway. Let's get an emotional card for Capricorn. Uncertainty. That was the Two of Swords. Remember, you were afraid you were going to be sitting in uncertainty of Could the past still hold me back? Uncertainty is the feeling of not being able to foresee the future, bringing anxiety. You had that. The whole root, remember, you were worried, you were up, you were having anxiety. You know, am I ever going to be with my true lover? Because you know this person isn't. It's all foundation, you know, money, items. It's all pinnacle. There's no love in this person, and that's what you're missing, and that's what you want. When uncertainty appears, it reminds you to embrace what cannot be controlled. They're trying to control you, remember? You can't be controlled. You cannot be controlled. Trust your intuition. Remember I said the Empress is about intuition. That was the feminine here. Energy as well. You had it. They knew you were. And courageously face the unknown challenges for the future will gradually become clear. And that's what's happening with the Tower. So you're sitting in uncertainty still, but this is coming up. Give me an emotional card for this Hermit person, the third party, please. Balance. Balance is the harmonious coexistence of various forces in life, allowing you to find the right transition between busyness and stillness. When balance appears, it reminds you to reassess your life and find the equilibrium between body, mind, and spirit. See, the King of Wands wants the balance of two. This third party is realizing, hey, wait a minute, this isn't balanced out correctly. This isn't you trying to be with me and only me. You're sharing yourself. You're still holding on to Capricorn. See, they're trying to find harmony and balance and fairness. They're going to realize when the Tower comes in and this person isn't letting go of you or is actively showing they don't want to let go of you, they're going to realize it's not fair. Give me an emotional card for this King of Wands. Anticipation. Anticipation is the desire for the future, filling you with energy and motivation. When anticipation arises, it will guide your direction and inspire you to work towards your goals. Let anticipation fuel your success. Yeah, see that they've been anticipating that they're going to get away with this. It's their goal. But when that Tower hits for you and this Hermit person, the third party, it's going to rock their boat. Am I cold to anything else? I want to get a timing card. I know this is the outcome and it's the future, but I want to see how far out, and then we will close this out just to give you an idea. When's all this Tower coming in? When's this Tower coming in? I might pull a few. Everybody's on different timelines. Let's see. At the holidays. At the holidays, truly, I mean, it can be around any holiday. So we just had 4th of July. When is the next holiday? Oh my God, I can't remember. But it doesn't have to be holidays as in, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. New Year's, Chinese New Year's, whatever. It can be any holiday to you. This could pop off. Okay, that's how I'm taking that. Some within 6 months. Don't wait around. Huh. Some of you... Interesting. I like it. Some of you are not even going to let this outcome happen. Like, you're going to cut this mofo off at the knees and you're going to keep rolling. So the Tower, you're never going to hit. That's how intuitive you are right now. You're not the butterfly. It's the transformation. Some of you have gone through so much transformation and so much healing. This Tower is not even going to happen. You already intuitively know it stinks. You're not going to be caught in your head or nothing. You're done. You're going to cut them off at the knees and you're just going to roll. You're not looking back. You don't care. Holy smokes. And some of you, it's going to be a holiday, and others within 6 months. Wow. This was a head trip. Again, I will link the Chiron and Taurus for Capricorn in the description box of this video to help you. And I hope that this gave you the information you needed. I hope if it resonated, make sure you subscribe, share, like, comment. It does help the channel to grow. I love you guys. And until the next one, don't wait around. Maybe I can get all of you to do that. If you watch this in time and your intuition kicks off, maybe you can completely avoid the Tower and just roll out and start enjoying new cups, new romantic partners, and exploring, and just cut this King of Wands in reverse off completely. Till then, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.